Welcome back, baby dolls. You are a yummy, scrumptious donut today. We have Altseason continuing. That's right. Altseason seems to be continuing, friends. And I want to speak about something I spoke about in my juicy news. It's this. You see, this is Dog with a Hat, friends. Dog with a Hat, this is really important because Dog with a Hat, they are going to do the Las Vegas Sphere, which is up here on the left. And they're not starting it yet, but they're going to start it soon. They're raising money right now from the community. And this becomes a classic topping signal, but I want you to be careful because in a bull market, friends, there's basically at the start, there is no top. I'm serious. There is no top at the start. It just, there's a first rush. You get a bit nervous and then you go, whoa, you're like, whoa. It always shocks you. It goes up, then there's a dump, you recover and you're like, oh my gosh. That's the thrill part, okay? Thrill happens after that and that enters euphoria. So you go like, that's what happens, right? You have a crash with everything, like a dip, and then you slowly charge up it and you go, oh, you start to believe again. Oh, I'm optimistic. And you charge through that top and you go, yeah. See that? I'm yelling. Yes. Start clapping. Habibi Albi. You see that? That's thrill. That's the thrill part of the cycle. But then when the thrill, friends, eventually goes on long enough and it literally becomes euphoria. Okay, we have it here. See what I have? Belief. Thrill, oh, and then look, euphoria, where it's like, that's that, we are literally orgasmic. That might be like a plus 100% candle at the very, very end, a 2x at the very end. We're gonna be rich. No, we're not gonna be rich. You are rich. You just don't know it yet. You're gonna feel poor. If you could talk to your future self, you're a rich person today. You're a rich squirrel, a rich pup, rich mum and dad, rich friend, okay? Also, just be careful, friends. Okay, be careful. There's going to be multiple top signals. So this Dog with a Hat is just a classic. I'm here just to tell you. By the way, name me a mastermind that talks like this. Name me any of these other grifter, influencer, scum, VC, trash who do this. No one does this, okay? I'm literally doing this to you for free. Literally for free, friends. Just helping educate you so you can become better. Now, we're going to charge through this, friends. This is a story of David versus Goliath. Now, who's David? Me, your friend Sammy. And who's Goliath? It was Wallet DO1. Friends, I can't tell you how much spitting and attacks. People came with me at the spear and the claws trying to take me on at the bottoms here. This was PulseX versus HEX. I want you to see this, right? So down the bottom, they said PulseX had no use case. They said PulseX was useless. It's gone 99% down. They were completely wrong. Not just a bit wrong, friends. PulseX versus HEX went up plus 300%. That means if you had basically at that bottom, you had $10,000, okay, you grew, I think, to $20,000 in pHEX, but you grew $80,000 in PulseX. Snap. And I told you, man, I told you, risk on sentiment. People want cycle one coin. It's not me. See, this is what's interesting. People misconfuse it. They say, no, I'm telling people I'm trying to force them to win the market. No, you're completely wrong. It's always just copers, right? It's always copers. I know you guys understand it. I am a messenger. I am reading what the market says and it goes, oh, okay, when you guys risk off, when you're risk off and you don't want risk and you're losing people, you go down. When you are risk on and Ethereum is up to $4,000, you buy PulseX more. That's the market behavior pattern of these. Now, of course, anything can change now because if Richard really wants to, he can just start buying pHEX only and send this down. But my guess is if he tries to, people will naturally rotate out of him and then just go into Pulse and PulseX. I feel much better in PulseX and Pulse, by the way, because not only they cycle one coins, there's no level resistances. With pHEX, you got an identity crisis. You have all the stakers and the dumpers, the inflation yield. PulseX is no inflation. I like that. It's buy and burn. Drunken Michael Saylor. Also, PulseChain is a better Ethereum. Richard Hart with the sacrifice funds. Did he go buy the store of value? No. He bought the layer 1 chain. He bought Ethereum. Okay, literally said, okay, HEX is a better Bitcoin. PulseChain's a better Ethereum. Okay, I have to choose one. I choose Ethereum. He chose Ethereum. So he basically says Ethereum's going to flip Bitcoin. This is probably a sign of things to come, by the way. PulseX as well, friends. Leverage on Pulse as well. PulseX is almost flipping pHEX. Look at this, 1.69 billion versus 1.72. So once again, I'm not doing anything except telling you, firstly, keep your elbows very, very sharp. I'm just informing you, the market collective, everyone in the community, after a year of PulseChain launching, has said, we feel more comfortable storing value in PulseChain, PLS, over pHEX. These are the numbers right here. You see up the top here, friends, you can see 2.8 billion in Pulse, 1.87 billion in pHEX. So the market's literally saying, oh, we feel more comfortable right now. Now that's organically what it's doing right now, okay? And remember, it was like lower before. So PulseChain went on to flip pHEX. It's just that no one reported it except me, because I watch these ratios. There's information here, isn't there? So it doesn't tell you what's going to happen in the future. Like I said, anybody can come and intervene, but it's just interesting to see. That's why PulseX is getting very close to flipping pHEX. And look, man, I'm just going to use this example, got another example to use you. If you tell me that you have the fastest car in the world, okay, and then I have a skateboard and I beat you in a race, what does that tell you? Well, there's two ways to look at it. Either you've got the shittest car or I've got a really good skateboard. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Own the better thing. Okay, well, PulseChain and PulseX. That's why I went super hard and aggressive. I know you love it long and hard, friends. Family Friendly Show down here. Okay, so I've already basically absolved sins here. Okay, well, no. It's up to you guys now. If you want to rotate into pHEX, do what you want. Okay, I'm still holding Pulse and PulseX, but the trade is done. We're done. We outperformed HEX 4-1. Literally 4-1. Huge. Okay, it's enormous. Okay, so I'm still holding, by the way, because I'm thinking, well, the bull market hasn't really started to show, the bull's horns yet. Then that's basically what I'm just favoring towards. Now, these ratios can move up and down. They can swing around. It's just, I don't want to own the slower horse. That's it. I don't want to. I like PulseX's buy and burn. I like that it's cycle one coin. I like that it's super risk on. I love it. I love it a lot. I love that Pulse as well, friends, being a better Ethereum. People can relate to that more. Ethereum's gas fees. Oh, wow, it's so expensive. It's cheap over here. I like that. With Bitcoin, you would think, okay, here's the thing. Okay, this is the HEX is designed to be store of value. Designed. But the market is not treating it like a store of value. Okay, so that's not me talking. It's the market talking there. The market's saying you are down 95% more than 95% after 3 years. Okay, it'll hit September this year. That's the 3-year mark, but it's down here. Okay, so the market's saying you are not a store of value. Okay, it's not me talking. It's saying you're a DeFi altcoin. The market puts you in the same camp as like Olympus DAO, Luna, these other things that got super popular where people just want to join for the yield and stuff. Now, the community is still there. That's why HEX community didn't go to zero. It's still around, but I'm just informing you, what has the market collective and everybody done? Okay, everybody has said, well, you're more of a DeFi altcoin. So what's going to happen? Maybe HEX goes up more as Ethereum goes up, but then you got to think, if Ethereum goes up, all signs basically point to the cycle one coins. However, the ratio is different now. The ratio is different now. You got a different risk parameter entering now than when I basically went in. So a lot of people still confuse situations. A lot of people who are like coping, they still think like for some reason we are maximum eHEX or something. I said no, friends. They completely, because I know what's going on. Okay, they got fooled by some snakes telling you, pHEX or maxes. Okay, all I said to you, go back watch our videos. I said, friends, all of the bad things that the pHEX Maxi guys say about eHEX, karma will come for you, okay? What goes around comes around. Yeah, it's going to come back to haunt you. Every single bad thing you said about eHEX, all I'm just telling you is all of us holding Pulse and PulseX, we're going to now say that about pHEX. And not by we, I mean the collective market. Friends, go read the comments. Every time there's going to be a big pHEX stake on lock or dumping, what is everyone going to be saying? They're going to be demanding, get rid of the liquidity bonding from HEX and Pulse. It's dragging the whole ecosystem out. Let it swim on its own. It should be like fit for survival. If it's fit, it should do that. That's what everybody's going to be saying. Now, a lot of people are like, hey, I don't believe it. Yeah, friends, what I'm basically doing is I'm just forecasting to you the narrative of what happens when these things continue to go up. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, well, no one's really woken up to it yet. But if this thing goes up, if this thing goes up like this, friends, like if it goes up like another 2x from here, I'm just going to tell you, that's going to mean PulseX outperform HEX like 6-1 and up there, right? Look, you got to just be careful, friends. It could even be happening here. Look, up here might get dangerous, okay? People are going to sell their pHEX to buy PulseX up here. And that might actually be the swing top before we finish it off, okay? So I'm just warning you ahead of time. I've seen these narratives play out. At the extreme points, okay, no one believes your friend sold me at all. And I'll go, you know what? I think this is a really good trade if this works out. If it doesn't work out, sweet, I keep buying. If it does work out, it's huge, okay? Downside, upside, look at that, huge. And no one believes me here. People start to take notice here. They go all in with FOMO here. Okay, that's wrong. You don't do it like that. That's why, look, I can't really tell you what to do. I'm just telling you how the game works. That's why you got to really be careful. Now, I just want to show you, when Richard Hart fudded eHEX, friends, and I was very, very active on Twitter and YouTube, everywhere, friends. I love this game. The ratios are disconnected. it's funny. I can't believe, friends, there's money to be made. Do you understand that, right? There's a lot of money to be made. A lot. Friends, let me tell you something. If Pulse is going to outperform ETH 10 to 1, and you can find a good eHEX price that gives you a 2x, and you bunny hop in, so you buy eHEX, you bunny hop against the eHEX Pulse ratio, 2 to 1, and then you rotate into Pulse up there, you've got 20x on your ETH. Oh my gosh. And imagine ETH at 10 grand. Do you know how big that is, friends? Oh my gosh, 20x multiplier on that. That's why you don't need to do a lot. That's huge, man, huge. Now, the market is talking, not me. After Richard Hart fudded eHEX, so Richard came out and said a post. He said, well, look, eHEX is illiquid. So if people sell the illiquid thing to go buy pHEX, which is liquid, he goes, you're reading the market wrong. He goes, there's been a lot of slippage down on eHEX and they bought pHEX, but the move hasn't been made. So he's basically just trying to tell people, and it is true. However, no one really cares about that because we all know, friends, the real daddy, look, PulseX and Inc., this is the funniest part, right? People sold. See, when he fudded eHEX, people thought the great rotation was happening, and it did, and then it reversed. And what they did was they exited and bought PulseX and Inc. Well, Daddy Jenkins, once again, Cosmo Jenkins is going to be very happy with that. Isn't that crazy? Selling pHEX to buy Inc. That's just nuts, okay? So it's just interesting. That's what people did, okay? I guess they sold eHEX to buy Inc., another meme coin. They sold a meme coin for another meme coin. They sold pHEX to buy PulseX, okay? So, you know, all of these, friends, interesting. I show money in front of people and they don't get it. Look, also, I want to apologize here, Mr. J. Robert. I don't need to see this negativity as a pHEX holder. Look, friends, I'm just telling you, we need negativity. Habib, the market is sending a signal, okay? We are reading signals from the market. Oh, you store more value in Pulse. Okay, you're another Richard Hart coin and you're cycle 1. Okay, that's a signal. You understand that? So there's no negativity here. We're super positive, okay? Super positive. Everything's gonna do well. It's just that I'm not gonna sit here and pretend none of these things are happening, okay? You can also sell, friends, a lot of hate because a lot of people still don't get. They think, no, we're not eHEX maxis. I don't care. I'm just telling you, be careful what you wish for. We're all gonna be fine and dandy here. Now, what I want to show you is a special chart. It's eHEX versus Pulse, okay? eHEX Pulse ratio. This is eHEX Pulse ratio, all right? And this is why it's beautiful. See, it used to have this range here, friends, right? And now a lot of people, look, friends, I knew this range was going to break lower, okay? You know how many of yous, look, I hope you didn't lose your shirt, but I just told you as many times. I go, look, yes, I know that range looks nice. You see this? Okay, Habib, I know this range looks nice up and down before it broke down, okay? But I go, Pulse and PulseX are crushing pHEX, crushing them, storing more value, cycle 1 coins. Which means if they do that, naturally, if Pulse and PulseX are crushing pHEX, they have like done literally a back of the head headshot with a shotgun to eHEX. So naturally, they're just going to keep gaining, which means this eHEX thing will just trend down. Now, how much does it trend down? Well, this is the thing, man. I wasn't buying it at a price of 80. Okay, I think I was long here, got out. Right, and it went up here. Look at this. Okay, so I think I was buying along here. Forgot where I got out, friends. But look, I wasn't buying it again at 80. You see, down here 80. Especially when I saw that. Look, I was like, you know what? I don't want to touch this ratio because I think it should be much lower. Now, 80 is a completely different story to when it came down here to freaking 20. You see that? Because that's what happened. They sold eHEX down 75% in a day from Richard Hart's FUD tweets. So it is what it is right now. This is, see, I've got these two brackets. This is the new. Maybe this is the new range. Now, I don't know if it goes lower. I don't care if it goes lower, right? Go lower forever. I don't care. I'll just keep DCA buying. All I'm saying is, at some point, it would be nice to sell maybe 50. Okay? Now, when I made the post, friends, remember, it was 20. So from even 20 up to 50 is a 2.5x. But what are you actually making here? You're making Pulse. You see? Because eHEX is really low. Look at this. Okay. So, friend, if you buy eHEX down here, right, you go, hey, I don't know when to exit. When do I exit? Well, at some point, maybe it goes back up to 50 at one point. Okay. You would sell, if you're selling this chart, you're selling it against Pulse. You're selling into Pulse. That's all you got to do. So you own eHEX, right? Don't follow me in any of the trades. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I like doing. And if it keeps going to zero, sweet, I'll just keep DCA buying. I don't care. I did this before. Okay. So, and it might take 3, 6, 9, 12 months. Who knows? Okay. But if you make, so another way of doing it is you deploy 10 million Pulse You deploy that. It means you sell the Pulse, you buy eHEX. Okay, I'm not telling you to do this. That's how you play this chart. And then once it comes back up here, okay, you will have 23 million Pulse back. So you put in 10, now you got 23 million Pulse. You hold the Pulse until maybe Richard deploys and everything pumps up. You make more gains on ETH. So what you've done is you've done the same thing as the altcoins with everything else. It's just that eHEX is slower moving. Okay, eHEX is more blue chip. It's bigger market cap. It's like 300 million market cap now. Also, incentive tokens almost flipping in eHEX, right? That's how much FUD it had, minus 75%. So what I'm doing is I'm just showing you the juice. This is what happens. This is why I love playing these ratios. I've already told you, friends, like a lot of people, I know you've got to hear this thousands of times. Friends, how do you think I got started in all of this? It was Ethereum BTC ratio, all right? This is what made me. You understand? This is literally what made me, friends. I was all in on Bitcoin, and then I saw this, and I learned about Ethereum, and I go, oh my gosh. Because I already knew about spreads and ratios before that. I go, woohoo! There you go. So that's basically, I started to see everything, and that's why I'm here sharing it with you for free. For free. No mastermind course, no secret courses, friends. Bless your hearts. A lot of you are begging me. I'm seeing DMs here and there. People want to pay me $1,000 to talk to me for 30 to 60 minutes. I'm like, are you sure, man? I'm a guy wearing a freaking bull hat. Move on the internet. You want to pay me $1,000? I'm like, Habib, I'll help you. Okay, but please keep your $1,000. I don't want your money. Friend, please go deploy it in something else. Make 10 to 20x. Okay, you don't need to give me $1,000. Okay, but I know what it is, friends, because I got no time, friends. I don't have time to wipe my own ass. That is how little time. We're running out. We're running out. Okay. By the way, if you're thinking of taking a holiday anytime soon, I'll tell you already now, you're not going to make it. Okay, because this bull market, when it comes, you're not going to be ready to sell the top. You're not going to be ready to do anything. Okay, so we're waiting for this ETH BTC. So I've shown you the juice now, friends. Yes, I love Pulse and PulseX. Of course, it's just like, okay, well, HEX now has identity crisis here and there. But like I said, man, there's prices too low and there's prices too high. Well, here's the thing. I told you, look, friends, I didn't like eHEX at this ratio, even though it was the bottom of the range. I didn't like it at like 80 or 70. I didn't like it at all. Okay, now you put it down to 20, one capitulation, bang. All right, sweet, in like 1 day. Wow, 1 day, bang. Why? Because a guy tweeted something? Okay, sweet. I'll take the other side of that. Good, good, good. Okay, I've got to remind you as well. It's literally, let's plant a coffin emoji, friends, because that's exactly what people were doing again. It's like, if you were here, friends, just to let you know, the coffin emoji is done at the... Coffin emojis are bullish. Everyone says eHEX is literally dead. Friends, this is the funniest part. Even Ricardo Corazon himself saying eHEX is dead. By the grace of God, you are not dead. You're not. You're not. Friends, I spent all day telling you guys the Hexican community is 200,000 people big. You can tell everyone on yourselves that pHEX is the real hex. You can say that. You can demand people to say that. And look, I'm on your side, man. Okay, pHEX is the real hex. What have we achieved? We've achieved nothing. You know what we've achieved? You've achieved more confusion. Because now, Gary Cardone and everyone else, friends, no one knows about it. You can keep onboarding them and telling them, sweet, guess what they're going to keep doing? Everybody in Bitcoin and Ethereum and everyone else, they keep posting the eHEX chart. They keep saying Hex is Hex. That's it. Why? It has first mover advantage. It is what it is. Just like Bitcoin will always be considered a cryptocurrency. Why? First mover advantage. Bitcoin was the first crypto, your mindshare. It was the first one. Just like when you think of meme coins, Doge. You see, Doge and Chip, they're the first ones. Doge, Doge, Doge. You see that? Mindshare, friends, first mover advantage. eHEX has the first mover advantage. Not telling you to buy it. I don't care. All I'm telling you, I can just tell you the facts. The facts are, you guys couldn't wait to sell minus 70% in a single day because of Richard's tweets when nothing's pretty much changed. Also, you just couldn't wait to give me and eHEX the coffin emoji again. Sweet. It is what it is, okay? Now, look, love and kindness for everybody. 99% of you will make it. Just promise me one thing, friends. If you're making money in altcoins and stuff, I can just tell you what I'm doing. I'm stacking Pulse and PulseX, waiting for Richard's basically the jackpot feature hit at the very, very end to do that. And I think that's actually the best thing for all of us, right? It's the best thing for all of us. Imagine you make money on every other poop coin out there and you're rotating money into Pulse and PulseX, and then he does the jackpot thing. He does like a 20x at the end. Imagine that happens. Oh my God! I'm going to go to the gym, friends, because I've got to train my back, because I've got to carry us through this bull market. Like, subscribe, belly button. I'll catch you soon.